Hey guys, welcome to Sunny Bermuda. In today's video, I'm going to put down a new product. If you've been following along with me on Instagram, you'll know that I went through over a month, almost a month and a half drought after I put down some fungicide. In fact, you can see how well it's greening up. I just got a mow in, which I'll include at the end of this video. In fact, not all the fungus. You might see a little bit here and some strong spots down there. It hasn't completely grown out yet, but we got some rain. I put some good PGF down from Anderson 1604. So it's really snapped back. I mean, it snapped back in less than a week, full grain, and it was almost 90% dormancy. If you want to see a picture of what's called summer dormancy, I got a picture of it on Instagram. I think it's one of the reels, and then I show it after it's rained for a week and how fast it really snaps back. But let me show you the little side yard here. I'm trying to extend, see my reel mower down there? I'm trying to extend the reel mowing section, as you can see. You can see little stripes here. All the way around, I got some Johnson grass right around my septic system, so I'm gonna have to spray that, try and get rid of it. But overall, I'm happy with how the bounce backs performed after that long drought. But today I'm going to put down a brand new product. It's by the Andersons. It's called HydroCharge. So let's head to the garage and I'll show you the product and explain a little bit about it. Here we are with the new brand new fertilizer from the Andersons. It is a 420 fertilizer and it's called HydroCharge. It is a biosolid fertilizer with dual surfactant technology, and it lists the two surfactant technologies here. One is a block copolymer surfactant, which aids in the penetration of water into the soil, and it's listed right here at 5.25%, and also a polyacrylamide surfactant, which is 0.75%, and that aids in the retention of water. So it holds on to that water. Perfect for periods of drought or water restrictions, or if you don't have an irrigation system or it's too high to run your irrigation system, which is my case. So I do not have an irrigation system and I can't run the sprinklers because it is way too high because of the way my water provider purchases the water from another provider. He then purchases from another provider. But anyway, it costs an arm and a leg to water the yard, so I don't do it. It has a lot of information here on the side, so feel free, if you get you a bag of this, read it. Basically, the good thing is it increases water penetration and holding capability of the soil. That's the best thing. It aids in the root zone moisture retention and makes root zone moisture more uniform. That way, if you have like localized dry spots, like I usually have over here in the front yard, I had some real bad dry spots like right in here, this little area here, because I remember when they graded it, it was really hard, that Alabama clay, because it went across the street, and because there was like a little hill when they cut the road in. That's probably really hard clay right in there. So I would consider that a localized dry spot, because it normally turns dormant before any of the other parts of the yard. So let's look at application rate. This is a 40 pound. I believe it may come in 18 pound as well for those that have a smaller yard, but this covers up to 5,000 square feet. So 5,000, 40 pounds, that's 8 pounds per thousand. And if you look up here at the application rate, it says 8 pounds per 1,000. So that's awesome, because my front yard is 4,300, as you recall, this whole area, not counting the ditch. That's another 4,000. So I'm not going to do the ditch. I'm mainly just doing this area here where I reel mow. And then around the side is about 700. So we're going to cover right at 5,000. So it should have perfect, even coverage, perfect amount in one single bag. And I do have 2 bags of these. The other bag's up there in the garage. And it also has your recommended spreader settings here. See, my spreader is equivalent to the Chapin Broadcast 0 to 30. So we will set it on 20 because my dial goes from 0 to 30. And as I said, Chapin makes the Impro spreader. So 20, so it will be going down really heavy and really fast. So this is a Impro, which is made by Chapin. As you can see in the front, you see the Impro, it's 100 pound. It has the drop down guard on it. And then it closes one hopper over there and also has the guard in the back. So love this. So I love this little spreader. And I have extra videos. I'll put a link up here if you want to really check out this spreader while I do maintenance on it and talk about it. And give a good review on it too. So check it out if you want. But first, let's break this open and kind of look at it It is, of course, a biosolid. It's not the DG particle, so it won't, dissolve immediately when it gets wet into the yard. So I went ahead and got a good mow in, and I probably won't mow for probably till Monday evening. So hopefully, what I don't like doing using granulars on this is the granulars that don't break down, because I don't want my real mower to suck it back up and throw it back in the hopper. That'd just be a waste of product. So I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to see how it dissolves, see how fast it dissolves. So I know I did just put down some biosolid. I think it's Sunnyland's biosolid, and it stayed on the yard for like 2 weeks. So I'm going to check and make sure this product dissolves faster and doesn't get picked up in the next mow, and I'll be sure and let you guys know that way. So check the end for a recap. I'll wait and do the recap in a couple of days and let you know about that when I do a second mow. But we are expecting rain the next couple of days, about 50%. So I'm going to have my fingers crossed for some rain. That way we water it in and get it down into the soil like it's intended to do. And I'll probably come through this evening with my, let's see, let me find it real quick, with my little hose in, my Underhill. Here we go. This little Pro. And spray down the front yard. Just give it a light coating just to help it, kind of aid in it until we get some rain tomorrow evening. So we're praying for a little rain. So let's tear the bag open and load up the hopper, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, here we are. I've got it dumping into my hopper here. And if you look at it, it looks really good. It looks about like Humichar, Biochar, or your Humic DG particles from the Andersons. But I'm sure it's probably a good biosolid coated with the polymers to give it that good hydrocharge effect. So we're going to go ahead and load this up. This is a 100-pound hopper, so it'll handle the 40 pounds really easy. So we'll get this finished loading up, and we will head to the yard. Okay guys, we just got it down. It went down really thick. In fact, look at the hopper opening here. It is wide open, and this spreader does an excellent job when I close it. For example, I push this in. You see it closes this hole here and this hole, which blows, product this way. And then I also drop this to prevent anything that may have come through these holes from going that way. So it does an excellent job on, I guess you call it edge guarding. I think that's what Scots used to call their edge guard on their spreaders. Well, yeah, this does an excellent job. But yeah, look how big the hole is. Almost wide open. But yeah, it went down really thick. In fact, there was enough product in there. I actually did it twice. I went down once and then came back and did it twice, because it has a really big throw pattern. It's like almost 16 feet throw pattern. So like 3 passes, 1, 2, 3, and it covers this whole front yard. So I got to do that twice with the product. And again, I'll come back in 2 days after I get another mow in to see if I pick up any product, because that's I call it a real test. Yeah, it may be a real test, and it may be somewhat superficial, but the real test is, does the product work? I'm going to keep an eye on this area here where it really gets dried up first. After it rains, it should soak in, and I want to see how good this product works, and hopefully it'll hold on to this green throughout the summer until we get the next rain, and hopefully we don't go another month and a half without rain. That was horrendous. But yeah, with the Anderson's products, I really bounced back and really got a good green going on. So guys, I'll see you in 2 days, and then stay tuned for the end. You'll see me mow some stripes in the yard. All right guys, I just got a mow in. It's been exactly 3 days since I put down the hydrocharge, and I never got any rain. So I did use my Underhill nozzle, and I walked over the yard and sprayed it down good. Did that a couple of times. In fact, it's been about 7 days since it's been watered, or since I've gotten any rain actually. But let's look at my hopper, see if it passes the real test. And what I mean by real, R-double-E. So now I've used some fertilizer and product that after a couple of days, the hopper will the reel will pick up and throw in here. I did see some throw in here, not much. And this is from front and back. I do have some plant growth regulator on it. But there's a little piece that didn't get dissolved, but very minimal. So I think it did an excellent job. It passed the test of melting down, getting a little water to it. It really did a lot better, if I had an irrigation system. But I mean, I'm sure you can dig down in here and you might can see some pieces down in there. There's a little piece that got thrown up, but not much. Overall, it's looking pretty good. There's another little piece. But yeah, it gets my real seal of approval, and hopefully it'll work and keep the yard green as we undoubtedly in for another drought. I was hoping we get some more rain, finish growing out the fungus that's out there in the middle of the yard. But hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed, get some rain this coming weekend. It's another 50% chance, so we got half and half. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, learned a little something new about a new product, and want to give it a try, leave me a message in the comment. I reply to all the comments, try to, and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. All right guys, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.